Fueled by Deathcast.
And I love working with Richard, the singer. He's just he's always been such a mentor to me, and really, my first band was supporting the Furs on tour, and he saw something in me and asked me to, as we became closer friends, he asked me to come up, and because he knew I played violin and cello, so I would sit in with those guys, and then started playing with them. And then he asked me to come up and help him write a solo album, which turned into Love Spit Love.
Love Spit Love, right. Are you, so I got to ask then too, are you lending any musical talent to this, or are you just solely producing?
Well, I'm doing, it's mainly those guys. So I'll do some, if there's some supporting guitar stuff that,
cool.
And I'm not around the guitar player, I'll just throw stuff down. A lot of keyboard stuff and things like that.
So. No violin or cello or anything?
I am, yeah.
Yes, excellent. No, that's awesome. So, kind of, how does this come to be? Do they have the material and then call you up and are like, "Yo, we want you to produce this record"? Or I know, like, you guys are family, so was it kind of like just a conversation that kind of came to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna produce this for you guys anyways," kind of thing?
No, Richard asked me if I would be interested in doing it,
awesome.
It's definitely, it's not something I'm doing to get wealthy. It's, it's a labor of love,
course.
and I feel like that band was so important to me, not only in my career, but just as a music fan. Like, they were one of my favorite bands when I was, first time I saw them, I think I was 15.
Wow.
And it was a really important band to me. So to be able to work with them and have such a close relationship with Richard, really, if he asked me to do anything, it's hard to say no, especially something so, this is such an honor to be asked to do this. So I'm like really putting everything I have into it.
That's so rad.
Because I don't want to let him down.
Of course. And it's great because, like, a lot of times bands will, have a producer that's just disconnected from who they are or what they are, and to have someone like you sitting in that chair and, not only just doing the work, but doing it from a point of love of the band and of the material, I think that's just going to create a higher, level of final product. And I think that's really exciting.
It can go both ways, because when you bring somebody on that is a fan or that has a history with the band, you run because as an artist, you don't want to, especially in their case, they don't want to repeat themselves. They don't want to do talk, or midnight to midnight again. They want to do something new that's exciting to, that's where they're at now, that represents where they're at.
Totally.
And yeah, so when you do work with a producer that has had no history with the band, you sort of can bring in something completely unique,
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there's good and bad, so I'm trying to keep that in mind as I work on this, because when I initially came onto the project, I had this vision of what I thought the record should be.
Mm-hmm.
And as we got into it, I realized that wasn't what their vision was. and it really needed. So I guess it's like a combination of both, hopefully, so hopefully
that's excellent.
We both create, something unique through our own ideas. So.
Yeah. Will we see this in 2019, you think?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Maybe. Probably early 20.
Okay.
There probably will be something out though this year.
Oh, cool.
Like a single.
Excellent.
Yeah, imagine.
That's exciting. And it's exciting for the Furs too, because they've been around for so long. They've done so much in the music zeitgeist and rock and roll and psychedelia and everything that they've put their hands on. And it's funny, just in the last couple of years, they've actually gotten back into the pop culture aspect of it. What was the song? The Ghost in You was in Stranger Things, and
okay.
yeah, and so it's just like it's so great to see a band have the longevity that they've had, and continue to to excite people.
They haven't recorded anything in quite a while.
I know. I'm excited.
It is pretty exciting.